I'm here for Houston Sports Talk with second baseman Tony Kemp. You've had an all-star season here in the first half, leading the league in OBP. A lot of people say not only team MVP, but potential California League MVP. What's been the reason behind the success for this year so far?
I think it starts in spring training. Jeff Albert talks about approaches and making sure that you stay within a certain one and don't get out of it for the rest of the year. You just got to make sure making in-game adjustments when you need to. And a lot of this is credit to my team because a lot of the stats don't happen without them. The guys that are in the lineup, all the guys are ready for AA, AAA. They're really good, and Ronnie does a great job managing the team. D-Rob does a great job with the hitters, and Donnie with the pitchers as well. It's just really exciting moving down the road. Hopefully we can, get back on track with the W's since Correa went down, and it's been tough, but we just got to bounce back.
Speaking of Correa going down, you saw and played alongside him this year, double play combo there, shortstop, second base. What can you tell us about him and playing alongside him?
He's such a great person, great teammate. He's a great guy in the locker room. He's my locker buddy as well. We talk a lot about the game, so seeing him go down, seeing how hard he works, and seeing what he does off the field, it's just tough because he his desire for the game is so high.
What can you tell us about his discipline or his attitude towards the game?
It's very good. He, no matter if he goes 5 for 5 or over 5, he's still the same person. He makes sure that he's very mature about the game. He respects the game, and you don't see that as from many 19-year-old baseball players. So, like I tell everybody that asks me about Correa, he's wise beyond his years. He's going to be a great Major League Baseball player one day.
You've been kind of a spark plug to the lineup. Been said that you wear pitchers out the way that you do that. It's really good to see that, especially in the Astros system, because there are a lot of swing and miss hitters. Yeah. What's that approach at the plate? You always had it?
I kind of credit it to Josh Holliday and Travis Jewett, the guys, my hitting coaches at Vanderbilt. They really worked on not being able to get scared with 2 strikes, being able to get 2 strikes and still have plate discipline. So I think it's important. Trying to have more walks and strikeouts is always good. Even in this organization, we talk about getting a good pitch to hit. I think that our lineup does that really well. I think that our on-base percentage is really high, and I'm just trying to get on base any way I can because I know these guys. They have pop all 2 through 9. Anybody's dangerous in the lineup. Dan Gilbranton it for the cycle. He hit grand slams. All these guys do it all. So if I can get on base, I know I can try to come around and score somehow.
You were just speaking about Vanderbilt in the College World Series right now. Got to make you proud too. See the university back there in the great College World Series of collegiate baseball. But wanted to just ask you, what did Vanderbilt mean going there to that university? And you also have a teammate here now too from Vanderbilt you played with.
It's unbelievable just to see how all the alumni rally around the guys that are in the College World Series now. The 2011 team going for the first time. And then now this team going for the second time in school history is just amazing. And making the finals for the first time ever in school history is amazing. And getting their first win out the way, hopefully tonight they can take care of it and they can bring a national championship back to Nashville. I don't know a better coach that's more deserving than Tim Corbin. He does a great job with those guys, really matures them into mature young men. Just seeing that aspect is great. So I hope they can get it done. But having Conrad with me is amazing. On the right side of the infield, we're always communicating, always making sure we have each other's back, who's covering the bag and different things on bunt plays. But rooming with him, we have a lot of chemistry together. So it's good that we're on the same side of the infield.
Speaking of the SEC, you played there, very difficult baseball league, and the Astros this past year drafted A.J. Reed. Did you get a chance to see him at Kentucky? Did you see his power?
Oh yeah. I was able to see that for a good 2 years. I think we played him. I think it was at first base. Yeah, he was at first base. But yeah, I just remember last year. I know he hit a mammo off one of our pitchers, and I think it might have went 500 feet. And I think he got it pretty good. He kind of pimped it pretty good. And I remember Spencer Navin, our catcher, kind of said, "Hey, don't do that anymore." And he was kind of he was like he just said he nodded his head, said okay, like he knew what he did. But yeah, man, a lot of power. I think he was a National College Player of the Year. A lot of pop. I think he can bring a lot to this organization. So excited to see what he can do when he gets on the field.
Does it give you also inspiration to see somebody like Jose Altuve? Have you talked to him at the major league level? The way he at second base, his size, and what he does in the lineup every single day, has that been an inspiration to you?
Right. I was able to talk to him in spring training for maybe 15 seconds, just hi and bye, and just how he's doing. I kind of sized him up, and I think we're the same height. Maybe he might be. I might be taller than him by like maybe half an inch, but yeah, it does give inspiration. And through the years, I've had people email me saying like how I've been an inspiration to them by being so short. And I remember Harrison Eldridge is an outfielder for East Carolina. My brother played at East Carolina, and he was like 5'5", and he was my inspiration growing up. So I think it just the chain just keeps passing down. Jose Altuve, he's a great person to look at just by the fight that he has. He might be 5'5" on the field, but he plays like he's 6'5", so that's all that matters.
Did you have some other? You mentioned major leaguers watching growing up. Did you have some that you were inspired by, modeled your game after?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you see the Tony Womack's or the Michael Bournes, those type of guys that are really gritty, and they Denard Span, they grind at bats out, and they try to get on and steal bases for their team as well. So I just try to get on base any way I can. I'm just like I said, I'm just a small part of a big team.
As far as the atmosphere in the clubhouse, you guys have a good time before the games get going. What's it like going on the road together?
Oh, it's awesome. Their guys are they're great. I can't say enough about them. I'm just happy that I'm with a group of guys like this. There's a lot of prospects on this team, and you wouldn't even know it by the way that they carry themselves. They're very humble. You don't have too many guys that are too cocky or very arrogant. These guys are really down to earth, and they love playing the game of baseball. And I think that's why we won the first half, just because we did such a great job by staying in the moment and not getting outside of ourselves. So I think we just have to continue doing that, and hopefully we can get back on track.
Drake was at the Minute Maid Park. I've heard that you're a Drake fan. What would that have been like?
Oh yeah, I was talking to Lance McCullers about it in Rio. We're pretty big Drake fans, and we heard all the guys got to pick walk-up songs. So I thought that was pretty cool. So hopefully that builds some inspiration. Hopefully one day if we play there, he can come back for us and we can do that. So I think that was pretty fun.